All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between Lion versus. Oops, it's not versus Blade. It is versus Sock. My apologies. Gonna go ahead and fix that there. And it is Lion versus Sock. This game also taking place here on Terranistan. We are looking at a crypt followed by a graveyard opening. So it is going to be a crypt fiend opening coming in from Lion. We'll see if he goes for bugs or for a death knight. As we are looking at Sock opening up with, well, rather interesting building arrangement here. Gonna go ahead and build a farm off to the side here. Perhaps gonna try and expand his overall base on the inside so it's easier to build those key tech buildings inside the base here. Why we have those aliases displayed, this is the first time I'm going to see, well, the aliases are here so that you can actually see the names, because well, if you take a look at the undead player, the undead actually doesn't, it shows Chinese, and Chinese does not show properly on the American or the Western version of Warcraft 3. So if it doesn't show up, well, I don't know what to call them. Some good NetEase players. Yeah, this is all that this really is. Alright, so just looking at some NetEase games, we are looking at an Altar of Darkness, Ziggurat being built in the back, additional Ghoul going to get added, followed by some more Crypt Fiends. This is all, well, I don't know, depending on who you talk to, but most people do agree that that Warcraft 3 is significantly more popular in China than, at least in America and maybe even Europe. A lot more players, a lot more action, a lot more, just a larger fan base who enjoy the game a lot. With that said, I believe NetEase is probably the most competitive ladder currently out there. And because it is the most competitive ladder out there, a lot of Western players and Western players, meaning European, North American, and South American players, often try to play on NetEase as well to try to go up against the stronger players out there. How's it going? Nice to see you. I am doing well. Thanks for asking, Nightfire. All right. Terranistan really brought excitement in most games. Don't make me blush. All right. All right, Xander, you're gonna make a 1v1 version of Terranistan or of Circle of Fallen Heroes. That would be rather interesting. All right, Sock gonna go ahead and clear up this creep camp here, get to level 2, has a wand of mana stealing, not necessarily the item he's looking for. Meanwhile, Lion is gonna be going for the Crypt Lord and also going for these carrion beetles. Carrion beetles with Crypt Fiends. This is a full trifecta of bugs. The beetles, the Crypt Lord, the carrion beetles, and those Crypt Fiends all are all just a bug infestation. Now just trying to take down all of these units here. Meanwhile, Mountain King, 4 Soul Shadow Priests making their way out. Are we going to be getting Militia? Yes, it looks like it is going to be a fast expansion attempt. And Sock reading Lion's strategy, saying, you know what, I think based upon what I see right here, I am able to set up an expansion. Could have easily gotten a Thunderclap here, slowed everything down, did a little bit of extra damage, but decided not to, as we are looking at Forest Troll Berserker and this Kobold with Inner Fire. Alright, Berserker 1 down, Berserker 2 down, a couple of Kobolds are all that are left as the Mountain King looking to perhaps sell some items as a couple of Carrion Beetles now make their way in. We should be looking at perhaps an Arcane Tower inside each of the bases. Is the Mountain King going to go ahead and go for a teleportation inside the base here? Or inside on the opposite side, Mountain King ready to join in on the fight. Is he going to perhaps get some damage here as he gets some damage onto that Crypt Lord? And what Rod of Necromancy being used. This could be a bit of a problem. The army of the undead is actually quite large, but he's going to be going straight for the Crypt Fiend here. There's a major Thunderclap. Mountain Kid, is it going to end up getting taken down? Yes, it is. Are we going to see a Scroll of Town Portal? Stormbolt right there as the Mountain King impale. And Sock, perhaps not expecting the impale, in order to use a Scroll of Town Portal to get away, finishes off the level 3 Mountain King. All right, with that play instead, Lion says, you know what? You got greedy, and now I'm going to go ahead and set up my own expansion here. Crypt Lord got buffed significantly. Yes, the carry-on beetles now much stronger. Harass was a good idea, but he easily got surrounded. That is the very strong upside of the undead army now, especially if you have the Crypt Lord and the Rod of Necromancy. But you can just basically swarm your opponent very quickly, and we saw exactly what happened there. Didn't take any real micro to surround that Mountain King when you have 4 to 6 summoned units in Rod of Necromancy and those carry-on beetles. Acolytes going to be making their way over here to this haunted gold mine. Expansion already up and running off over here for Sock. Meanwhile, the Mountain King going to go after the Apprentice Wizards off to the north. Ring of Protection +3, a little bit of extra armor. Meanwhile, we are looking at, here comes the summoned army that really costs nothing for the undead to now do a little bit of harassment. Arcane Tower going to be trying to come online. There is a lot of units now making their way over, and that is going to be a lot of problems for the for this human expansion here, as the peasants will get taken down pretty quickly. Arthropods with Crypt Lord will make easy surrounds. Also, we have to remember Crypt Fiends is still a powerful unit. Also, beetles are permanent. Yeah, beetles being permanent, a very big deal. The fact that they are not timed life gives a major advantage. Meanwhile, Mountain King trying to finish off this haunted gold mine here does get a cancellation. Uses Wand of Mana Stealing. Going to go ahead and Stormbolt out one of those Crypt Fiends there, as this Forest Troll Berserker is able to get away. All right, a couple of units now still trying to make their way back out, and Sock continuing with the heavy aggression with a 9 armor Mountain King. Is that a new replay overlay? Looks awesome. It is a new replay overlay built by W3 Booster, the person who also built the Pad. Yeah, just the community doing a great job and adding in extra tools for Warcraft 3. All right, nice play by Sock right there. Very aggressive, and this time it actually had a positive effect overall. Sock, however, is still sitting at tier 1. Meanwhile, we are looking at Lion finally upgrading to tier 2. We don't see an Arcane Tower off over here, so if Lion actually makes a play and tries to move across the map and perhaps harass the main base, he will be able to do exactly that. All right, unburrowing those carry-on beetles, and it is now a potential Creepjack. Are the units going to make their way over? No Creepjack. The Crypt Fiend, no, take it back. Crypt Lord going to make their way over for a Creepjack, while the remaining units are going to go for the harassment. All right, in comes that damage indeed. Damage is getting added up. Goblin Zeppelin going to go ahead and try and pick up some of those units as well. Are we going to get Web down as the Mountain King Stormbolt finishes off a Crypt Fiend there? Goblin Shredder joining in on the fight. A lot of problems. A slow cast across multiple units. We should be looking at another Stormbolt here on another Crypt Fiend. There you are. This Crypt Fiend could end up getting taken down. There it goes, another one, as the Goblin Zeppelin picks up all of those units again. All right. Carry-on beetles now making their way back down. Guard Tower and, Guard Tower and Arcane Tower trying to finish off all of these beetles. That is a lot of damage to be had. The beetles, once they are just low on hit points, they're just playing a game of whack-a-mole. As you're taking a look, damage getting added and then trying to get taken down once more. Are you going to see a burrow here? Nope, no burrow. Just massive unburrow here, as we have 5 beetles constantly putting pressure. All right, trying to finish off one of those beetles. Another beetle going to get taken down. One guard tower, however, lost, as the guard tower here is still trying to focus down beetle after beetle. All right. Still causing a lot of harassment. These beetles, I would not be surprised if these beetles actually got nerfed. The fact that they are so easily easy to just shove into your opponent's face at an expansion does cause some major problems. All right. Meanwhile, back off on the other side here, Crypt Lord continuing to fight once again. Where is that Mountain King? Mountain King in the Goblin Zeppelin, hiding off over here, and in comes some damage. Vampiric Aura onto these units here, as we're taking a look at major damage coming across. Are we going to see a Thunderclap? Yes, major Thunderclap. However, the Crypt Lord shows up into the party as well. Problems are going to arise. Mountain King, is he going to get impaled again? There is a Thunderclap followed by a Scroll of Town Portal, as the Goblin Zeppelin looking to get away, able to take away all of those units safely. Beetle's too strong. Is that Todd, or is that something? Is that something Todd says a lot? All right. Well, What two commentators cannot agree on the same thing? Um, all right, Mountain King. Mountain King gonna go ahead and regen 37 supply compared to 34 supply. Both players sitting on a solo hero right now. Level 4 Mountain King going up against a level 4 Crypt Lord. Both sides very close to level 5 as well. As that, well, Crypt Lord continuing to get a little bit more experience still. What is the Crypt Lord going to follow up and do next? Those, well, carry-on beetles are very, very powerful. Arcane Tower, then again, all you really need to do as a human player is build one Arcane Sanctum and then go for Magic Sentry. And then those towers are unable to, or those beetles are unable to burrow and just regenerate more hit points, as they will still be revealed. Mountain King coming across, major thunderclap across multiple units here. Are we going to see another death of a Crypt Fiend? Are we going to see that there? Yes, we go now up to level 5 on that Mountain King. Mountain King going to go ahead and try and finish off another Crypt Fiend there. More damage coming in from the creeps as well. And somehow Sock, with only a handful of units, really able to put a lot of pressure onto that Crypt Lord here. 20 supply army compared to 22, but it didn't feel like Sock had the full repertoire of his army in that position. Mountain King, what is it hoping to do next? Pick up another Goblin Zeppelin and move inside the base for more harassment. Paladin, and coupled alongside that Death Knight as well, as we are seeing a swarm of beetles now make their way into play here. Griffin Aviaries getting added in, so we are going air to try and combat all of these beetles here, as we are also going into tier 3. Goblin Shredder now easily surrounded by all of these beetles right here. Is he going to be able to make its way back out, trying to finish off unit after unit? Peasants, are they going to perhaps try and repair that Goblin Shredder? Yes, they do. Back down across over here. Paladin trying to save some of these units inside the space, save the expansion. Meanwhile, the Mountain King is causing pressure off on the other side. Staff of Teleportation going to bring him back home. Mountain King going to get Holy Lighted. Paladin going to be in a little bit of trouble. Is that Paladin going to be able to make its way back out? Impale picks up the Paladin. Paladin taken down. Mountain King in trouble. Mountain King trying to escape down to 116 hit points. Has a potion of healing and is still on the run. Meanwhile, let's take a look. The main base itself, not in danger, as there was enough guard towers there. Mountain King has to play a very, very careful game, only sitting on 145 hit points, waiting to perhaps get healed up a little bit more. Interesting. Maybe this is a good idea versus Crypt Lord. All right. Death Coil is a miss heal, while Paladin's heal is, as I forget what it's called. Oh, remember what I tend to forget. Death Coil is a missile heal, while it's a target heal or instantaneous heal. Is there a lot of towers on Undead? Well, the expansion already has 2 spirit towers. Those spirit towers are going to deal a lot of damage to the Mountain King, who's going to try to make its way across here. And there's, take a look, Stormbolt trying to finish off a unit. Mountain King just purposely hanging back as this is just a solo Mountain King play, almost trying to act like a warden, trying to stop expansions from mining. Meanwhile, the Paladin down across over here, now with Dragonhawks first, to try and get a little bit of additional creeping. There goes another Stormbolt, and that is just an annoying Zeppelin play. Constant Stormbolts from the Mountain King to finish off units, and the Mountain King, Stormbolts finishes off another unit there. An Acolyte, well, however, continuing to regenerate those hit points while it is on Blight. Mountain King going to go ahead and drop in once again. Stormbolt finishes off another unit, and it is constantly low on Acolytes, as that Mountain King just traded 300 mana for 4 Acolytes by constantly Stormbolting them and taking them down. Mana burn tower passive is called Feedback. Yep. All right, people trying to show off what they know, and all of the wording just being able. Well, it is burning that mana and removing that mana. The feedback is actually the damage that you take from that mana being lost, right? Isn't that technically what it is? Taking feedback damage from that mana being burned? I don't know. I try not to overthink these things. Or maybe I already am overthinking these things. Mountain King continuing with all of that harassment, using the Clarity Potion again. Perhaps we'll be able to land in some more Stormbolts. Necropolis is not training up more Acolytes. There goes another Acolyte being lost, and this has just got to be an annoying harassment as the Mountain King is still gaining experience. Mountain King is gaining experience by taking down acolytes slowly but surely, while the Paladin is away from all of the action, doing a bit of creeping himself. If the Paladin gets to level 3, while the Mountain King can get to level 5, also Orb of Fire, so that Mountain King is still getting plenty of mana ready to go, as the Banshees are now making their way out as well. Lion is setting up a third base. It looks like Sock could be doing the same thing as well. Griffins are in the air, providing a lot of damage here. Paladin gets up to level 3 and is now just trying to heal up more of these units, as well as the Assassins and Rogues are all going to get finished off here. Alright, it looks like all of the major creep camps have already been cleared out. Obsidian Statue, Crypt Lord, Death Knight, level 5, level 3 going up against level 5, level 3, slight hero advantage or slight mana advantage or experience advantage for Sock because he's been taking down Acolyte after Acolyte. And we'll see if he continues to try to do that play here. Meanwhile, inside the actual main base, Sock is, well, going to be in trouble. There are a lot of Crypt Fiends out. Web most likely already researched, as we are going into a 57/90 supply. But remember, 12 of that supply is currently being trained in 3 Griffin Aviaries. Are we going to look at a Scroll of Town Portal? No, not as of yet. Ultra of Kings going to easily get taken down. Carrion Beetles are off over here as well. Level 3 Impale. And, well, I guess if you are afraid of the Impaled, you just go for air units to try and deal with it all. All right, repairs underway. A quick impale across multiple units. Griffins are now out onto the field here, but we are looking at Banshees with anti-magic shell as well across all of those Crypt Fiends. Crypt Fiends are going to be very well protected. However, Cloud now being used across the Spirit Towers, and this expansion is going to get taken out as well. All of the Acolytes taken down. And what is the Death Knight hoping to do here? Trying to take down the castle as the heroes, the magic damage and the piercing damage, gonna have a difficult time doing exactly that. Goblin Shredder most likely will get finished off here in just a moment. Griffins are joining in on the fight. Paladin has a Scroll of the Beast and a Mana Stone. Mountain King currently low on mana though, as it's not going to be that useful in any upcoming fight. Alright, continuing to finish off Spirit Towers and, well, Spirit Tower after Spirit Tower here. We are looking at 2-0 upgrades on the Griffins. The Cloud is doing a massive amount of damage, as all of a sudden, all the units do want to back away. There you go. Are we going to go for an engagement? A couple of webs down. Scroll of Town Portal being used. And what was that? Why even stick around for as long as you did, as units could have been lost? Back down here, the main hall has been taken out. We are looking at one burrowed Carrion Beetle hiding off to the north. We are looking at 2 bases as well. No Arcane Sanctum, though, for any sort of reveal. Paladin sitting at level 5. Mountain King sitting at level 5. Paladin sitting at level 4. The Undead expansion over here on the top right is operational. Meanwhile, the Human expansion still needs a little bit of time. Oh, wait. Let's make a play back across here. In comes the Death Knight, Crypt Fiends, Obsidian Statues all coming across. Quick cancellation on the expansion. And that is going to be a major downside here. Meanwhile, the Griffins going straight after the Haunted Gold Mine, making sure that only one base is being mined at a time. All right, Paladin, Mountain King are going to be forced to try and retreat. Where are they going to teleport down into? And the Crypt Fiends with anti-magic shell going to be causing major problems as the units are forced to retreat again. All right, units in a massive retreat. 48 supply compared to 68. Stormbolt trying to finish off a Crypt Fiend. There it goes. Easily taken down. Impale, however, picking up the Paladin and that Mountain King. That Impale lasting quite a bit of time and following up with a Wand of the Wind. Paladin is going to be in trouble. Mountain King is going to go ahead and get a Thunderclap. No, Stormbolt onto a Banshee instead. Gets in a little bit of damage once more as the Paladin, well, uses that... is it actually regenerating hit points in the air? Yes, it is. Trying to push its way through. Are we going to see that unit perhaps get taken down? No, Death Coil, Holy Light, all of that unable to take down that Crypt Fiend there, as that Paladin is in trouble. It is going to try and use a Staff of Teleportation to get away, and it gets away at 12 hit points. Meanwhile, back across over to the side here, a little bit of creep damage coming across. Griffins causing problems again, and now going after the Spirit Towers. That Paladin somehow staying alive ever so barely, and I was expecting him to fall over, able to stay alive and stick around. Crypt Fiends are putting in pressure off over here. The expansion over here on the top right still mining away with no problems whatsoever. Lots of Crypt Fiends, and I believe this game is Lions to lose. Sock is in a terrible, terrible spot as we are looking at a level 5, soon, perhaps soon to be a level 6 Crypt Lord if this expansion with all of these peasants get taken down. All right, more healing will get underway. Mountain King needs to perhaps do a little bit of a push. Paladin is right here as well. What is the Paladin doing? He is diving on in. Now finally taking a little bit of damage, being forced to retreat. Crypt Fiend showing up to the party. Stormbolt gonna go ahead and finish off that Crypt Fiend there with no problem whatsoever. Paladin, well, forcing a Scroll of Town portal over here to the top right, as all of the Griffins are just hiding off to the north. All right, can't really see how many Griffins are there, but there is quite a few. 48 supply going up against 63, 51 supply army going up against 40, 2-0 upgrades on the Griffins with really no upgrades on the, well, undead army. All right, there goes one Acolyte. Another Acolyte going to get taken down. Acolyte after Acolyte falling rather quickly as the units are now trying to make their way back out. Gargoyles would be a decent counter, but at this point, there isn't enough. You'd have to get a lot of Gargoyles in order to counter that Griffin army, especially since there is a Dragonhawk Rider in there who can shackle down the very first one. Haunted Goldmine going to get taken out here. Are we going to see some Ziggurats destroyed? Wow, a lot of damage absorbed onto that Ziggurat before it was completely converted back over. And there goes another Ziggurat as well. Meanwhile, Mountain King Paladin playing a game of race right here, getting in a little bit of damage. Are we going to perhaps see another Impale? Level 6 on that Mountain King. Double Clarity Potion, Orb of Fire. As the unit is trying to get back, we are looking at a big Impale picking off that Forest Troll Berserker again. The Crypt Fiends still doing terrible, terrible damage. All right, Cloud causing problems on the Spirit Towers as well. Spirit Towers, is this one taking damage too? Yep, a little bit of that splash damage coming through from the Griffin Riders as one Spirit Tower will get taken down. All right, Acolyte's going to end up falling as well. Meanwhile, repairs will be needed to keep this expansion up and running. Army is off to the side here. The Mountain King and the Paladin trying to hold off the main undead army as the undead army is just pushing at this expansion pretty regularly. Mountain King still hanging off to the side. We are looking at, well, the Haunted Gold Mine pretty much not mining anything as Acolyte after Acolyte is falling. 1,200 gold versus 600. Paladin now making its way back over, trying to finish off the Death Knight, but the anti-magic potion is going to make it very difficult. Well, Paladin, Mountain King, a nasty 1-2 punch with a Holy Light and Stormbolt finishing off any of those Crypt Fiends slowly but surely. Meanwhile, back off to the north here, we see no mining happening. What does the hammer upgrade do? The hammer upgrade, the Storm Hammer upgrade allows the hammer to pass through the very first target and hit a target behind it, as the Haunted Goldmine completely taken down there. And, well, are we going to see more Acolytes taken down? Perhaps we are. Paladin is getting more experience still. Mountain King as well, as Acolyte after Acolyte is going to fall. If that Paladin gets to level 5, level 3 Holy Light would be extremely powerful, as you're going to see Crypt Fiend after Crypt Fiend continuing to fall here. Sock is going to end up losing this Town Hall. There it goes, finally taken down. But the Paladin does get to level 5 here as the units are just constantly coming back up. There's a Holy Light, a nasty 1-2 combination. 300 damage from a Stormbolt, 300 damage from a Holy Light, picking off a Crypt Fiend if it doesn't have anti-magic shell. All right, no mining anywhere right now. And we are looking at what you see is what you get. 50 supply compared against 38. Ghouls, however, are still mining or gathering lumber as opposed to joining in on the fight. There is perhaps a Scroll of Town portal to get all of those units away here. And down goes a Carrion Beetle. All right, how many workers are available? There is still mining inside the main base here. About 5 minutes of mining left. Arcane Vault trying to be rebuilt. Meanwhile, the Griffin army just causing a lot of harassment everywhere. The Crypt Fiends are hoping to web down a unit. And this is one of the reasons why the Paladin, Mountain King, both having level 3s, Holy Light and Stormbolt, being able to just instantly nuke down a Crypt Fiend is such a problem. All right, Griffins, perhaps going to be looking for easy ghouls to focus down. There is one Crypt Fiend. There is anti-magic shell on that Crypt Fiend, though. Where are the ghouls, or where are the Griffins going? Griffins are just dancing around off to the north. I think there is a Dragonhawk Rider in there, but I'm not 100% sure any longer. Nope, there's actually no Dragonhawk Rider in there, just a handful of Griffins. units dancing around back and forth again. Paladin sitting at level 5 does have level 2 devotion aura. Will it go for level 3 devotion aura? That is an important question here, as the units are now trying to get away. It looked like one Crypt Fiend just got caught out of position again, as this haunted gold mine is trying to get set up. All right. Why would you attack your own Ziggurat? I do not know, not quite sure. Paladin, Mountain King shows up. Stormbolt, Holy Light finishes off a Banshee. Units are now backing away once more. Crypt Fiend's unable to catch up. Style points, yeah, maybe for style points, as we see the Griffins come in and burst down the gold mine again. Haunted gold mines are not free, and every time you haunt that gold mine and you don't cancel it in time, that is still lost resources. Lion's sitting at 24 gold right now compared to Sock's 52, but Sock is still mining and getting more gold and rebuilding his army slowly but surely. All right, what are we going to be looking at next? Triple Griffin Aviary not doing much of anything. Griffins are going to try and wander around again. There are a couple of ghouls off over here. Easy pickings for the Griffins if they make their way over, as the Death Knight now makes its way back down. All right, gonna go ahead, finish off that gold mine again. Griffins are now looking to back away. Meanwhile, Mountain King and Paladin sitting inside the base, ready to just, Stormbolt onto a Holy Light, onto a Crypt Fiend right there. More damage coming through. There's an Impale. Are we gonna see a Call to Arms? No, we cannot. This Town Hall does not have Call to Arms, and those peasants are pretty much forced to try and fight inside here. Paladin is going to be able to buy a potion of healing. No, it cannot. There is no keep. All right, this Arcane Vault only has Scroll of Regeneration. Mountain King kind of stuck as well. Are these units going to be able to back out in time, as the ghouls are now making their way over? All right, Stormbolt trying to finish off a ghoul. There goes one ghoul. Griffins are trying to finish off some more units as well, as the units are still wandering around. All right, Griffin's going to continue and engage. Banshees are right here. Are we going to perhaps just go after that Obsidian statue first? Going after a Crypt Fiend. There goes one Crypt Fiend. Obsidian statue would be a very easy target to try and take down, especially with so many Griffins. But the Banshees are, I guess, the primary target right now. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability on that Paladin. Mountain King still amongst all of those units. There's an Impale. Paladin could be in trouble. Paladin down to 38 hit points, down to 14, and it gets taken down. 150 experience for both units there. Paladin not having Divine Shield, had a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, but was currently, still stunned. That Impale stunning for a lot longer than I remember, as the Mountain King is still currently out. Banshee going to get taken down. Mountain King trying to back away, as the Griffins finally going after those Obsidian statues. Mountain King running around. Will it be able to do very much? Let's take a look. There's the Goblin Zeppelin, and Goblin Zeppelin web finishes it, picks it up. However, the web is able to find Mountain King now trying to get back. Mountain King down to 175 hit points, trying to run away. Potion of Invulnerability is going to be able to get away. Potion of Invisibility is going to be used, and it is used. Potion of Invisibility. The Mountain King jukes the Impale. And now the Crypt Lord does not have Dust of Appearance. Did the Mountain King also buy the Dust of Appearance? No, it did not. Mountain King now going after the Death Knight. And is the Mountain King perhaps going to be able to catch up to that there? All right, we are looking at the Griffin, or the Griffins going after the Crypt Lord. Crypt Lord taking a lot of damage here. Mountain King does have a Stormbolt available, but he doesn't want to reveal himself as of yet. Mountain King has plenty of mana ready to go. Meanwhile, back down across here, still mining away. Sock is in position. He bought the dust first on one empty... What the heck? Sock is just playing out of his mind right now. No mining here, no mining here, and somehow Lion is in trouble. Sock is playing an amazing game right now. 24 supply compared to 37. It is this army of Griffin riders who is just owning the skies, being able to get everywhere so quickly. Paladin, is it going to get resurrected? Yeah, Paladin resurrected. And now they are going to be ready to follow up here in just a moment. All right, mining only has about, 1 minute of mining left. This still has about 5 minutes of mining available. So that is going to be the big deal here. Sock now in a comfortable lead. Level 7 on his Mountain King. Will have to deal with a Crypt Lord who has access to Carrion, or to Locust Swarm. A big Impale across multiple units, as the Death Knight now losing a lot of mana. All right, Mountain King going to show up to the party. Are we going to see some Stormbolts? What are we going to be looking at? Stormbolt straight up and taking down a Crypt Fiend, continuing to try to battle it through. Paladin now trying to back away. In comes some more units again. Paladin could be in a little bit of trouble. We're going to see a Crypt Fiend now get taken down, as more damage getting added in onto that that destroyer up in the air. All right, fighting next to so many guard towers, not a very good idea. Death Knight now taken down, and that is going to be the game as well. Death Knight and Obsidian Statues taken out, and Sock comes ahead with an amazing comeback to take out Lion. Beautiful, beautiful game. Just out microing his opponent. Oh, that was an amazing game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'm just trying to recap that game in my head right now. Sock just really outplaying his opponent, really outthinking his opponent, using micro to a great advantage, coming back even when he was down on bases. Sock with the significantly smaller army throughout much of the match, but able to get to level 7 on his Mountain King and level 5 on the Paladin. Great use of Cloud to disrupt all of the towers, and then just shutting that down right there. Also, it ends up Sock actually mined more gold in the end, even though Lion had more bases up at one point. Sock able to catch back up. Also, the fact that he was not losing gold to upkeep, making a big difference there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.